In this video, we are going to learn how you can get customers' feedback with quick call to action buttons. So the idea here is that you have created a Google Sheet in which you are maintaining your customer details. Now first of all, we are going to capture all the customer details from the Google Sheet, and once it is received, we are going to send the WhatsApp message to the customer for collecting the feedback with call to action buttons like satisfied and non-satisfied. So whenever the customer is going to click on any of these buttons, you are going to receive instant feedbacks. For that, you need to integrate your Google Sheets with WhatsApp. So how you can set up this automation? For that, you need to come to my screen. To get customers' feedback with call to action buttons, first we need to log into Pabbly, pabbly.com. This is the website of Pabbly. Now here we can find two options, sign in, sign up free. If you are a new user, you have to just click on sign up for free button and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. And you're going to get free tasks every month. If you're already a user of Pabbly Connect, simply sign in. From the All Apps section, access Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this plus sign, create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as Get Customer Feedback with Call to Action Buttons. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on Create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this particular use case, we want to collect the feedbacks from our customers with call to action buttons. So first we are going to apply a scheduler over here just because we want to run this workflow on a regular basis. So open this trigger window and here choose the application name as Schedule by Pabbly. Now here it is asking how often you want to run your workflow. So I want this workflow to run every day. So I'm selecting the same over here. And now it is asking for the time. So I want this workflow to run at 10 a.m. in the morning every day. Okay. Now here it is mentioned select time for the schedule trigger. The time will be based on your account time zone, which is Asia and Kolkata. So as we are in India, here we can see that the time zone mentioned is IST time format. And now let's click on save. Successfully scheduled. So here we can see that the response is received. This particular workflow is scheduled every day at 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, and here you can find the UTC time zone also. So now I have already created a Google Sheet in which I have entered some order details. I'll just show you the Google Sheet. Here you can find the Google Sheet name as WooCommerce Orders, where I have added all the order details, that is the order ID, order date, customer name, his email address, his phone number, his address details, the product which the customer has purchased, the product ID, quantity, the price and the delivery date. Most important one, the delivery date. Now I want to send the messages just after 10 days of the product is delivered. That is, the product was delivered on 9th of October and I want to send the feedback messages to the customer on 19th of October. Okay. So today's date is 19th of October and from today's date we are going to just deduct 10 days so that we can get the delivery date. Okay. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And now to deduct the date, we have to just apply date and time formatter. So come to this action window and here choose the application name as date and time formatter. Now here in the action event, we have to search for modify current date. Click on connect. Now the date time formatter is connected. Now here it is asking for the date format. In which format we want the date? So we want the date in DD, MM and YY format. So I'm just going to select the same over here. Now it is asking for the time zone. So as we are in India, I am selecting Asia Kolkata time zone. Now here it is asking operation. What do you want to do with this particular date? So we want to subtract 10 days. So I have to select the unit as days and the value would be 10. Okay, so the 10 days will be subtracted from the today's date. And now let's click on save and send test request. And here we have got the date as 9th of October 2022. So now we are going to match this particular date with the delivery date of the products. Okay. For that we have to just capture all these details of Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect. So come to Pabbly Connect and click on this plus sign to add an action step. And here choose the application name as Google Sheets. Select the action event as lookup spreadsheet rows. Click on connect, click on add new connection and click on connect with Google Sheets. Now here it is asking me to choose an account to continue to Pabbly Connect Sheets. So I'm just going to choose my account in which I have created my Google Sheet. Now it is asking for the additional access. So let's click on continue to give away the access as the data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. Authorization successful. And now the Google Sheets account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now as we have created a connection, here we can find all the spreadsheets that I have created in my Google Sheet account. Okay, so our spreadsheet name is WooCommerce Orders. So I'm going to select the same spreadsheet name over here from the drop down, that is WooCommerce Orders. Now here we have to select the sheet name. So here you can see I have created two sheets, that is sheet 1 and with delay. So here I'm just going to select this particular sheet, that is sheet 1, as I have the data in sheet 1. Okay, so if you have multiple sheets, from the drop down you can select your specific sheet name. Now here we have to select the lookup columns. Search column as A, B, A, B. So here we have to search for the column, that is the date column, the delivery date column, that is column K. So I will be giving the lookup column as column K. And now it is asking for the lookup value. What do you want to search in this particular column? So we want to search this date that we have got after subtracting the 10 days from the current date. So now we'll be mapping this particular date over here. For mapping, simply click it over here. Come to the response of modify current date, that is date and time formatter, and from the drop down just map your date. So why we have mapped the details over here? Just because if this workflow is going to run tomorrow, automatically the 10 days will be deducted from tomorrow's date and the new date will be found in the Google Sheet. Now here it is asking include header in response. So I'm just keeping it as true and sort value as stop. And now before clicking on save and send test request, I'm just going to make the simple response to advanced response. So why we are capturing the data in the advanced response? Just because there may be the orders who have the same delivery date. So we will be getting multiple product details or multiple order details over here in the array format. Okay. Now let's click on save and send test request. And here we can see the responses received, and in the response result, we have got the products or the orders who have the mentioned delivery date. Okay. You can find row index as 2, row value, and all the details of that particular order is captured. So here we can find that the row index 2 details are captured. It means the delivery date that was 9th of October 2022, the details of this particular order is captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So if you're having multiple orders of the same delivery date, all the details will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. Okay. So now as we have got the data over here in the array format, we are going to just simplify with this data in the row format. For that, we have to scroll down, click on this plus sign to add an action step. And now we have to select the application name as iterator. So basically, iterator segregates the data from the array format to the row format. Okay. Now here we have to choose the array which is automatically captured over here. We have to map the array from the Google Sheet response. And now let's click on save and send test request. And here we can see that the data is segregated in a proper manner. We can find the row index, we can find the order ID, its order date, customer name, his email address, phone number. So all the details are captured over here. Okay. Now we want to send the feedback message along with the call to action buttons to this particular customer name, demo name. For that, we are going to integrate WhatsApp Cloud API with Pabbly Connect. So click on this plus sign. And here choose the application name as WhatsApp Cloud API. Select the action event as send template message. Click on connect. Click on add new connection. And now it is asking for the token, phone number ID and WhatsApp business account ID. So for that, you have to create a WhatsApp Cloud API account. So how you can create a new API account? For that, we have created a separate dedicated video. The link is attached in the description box. You can watch the video and you can create your new WhatsApp Cloud API account. Now to get all these details, I'm just taking you to my WhatsApp Cloud API account. And here you can see that I'm logged in from developers.facebook.com. Okay. And here we have to just click on my apps. Now here you have to create a new app by clicking on this button, create app. So here you can see I have already created some apps. So I'm just going to access my Connect message app from here. And on the left hand side, we can find products, and in the products, we can find WhatsApp. Click on it and click on getting started. And now here we can see temporary access token, phone number ID and WhatsApp business account ID. So you have to simply copy these details and you have to just paste it over here to create a connection and click on save. Now here I want to specify you that this is the temporary access token and this token will expire in 23 hours. So if you are using this token to create a connection and you're going to create an automation using this token, the validity is just for 23 hours and your workflow will stop working in a day. So I would recommend you to generate a permanent access token to create a connection. So how you can create a permanent access token? For that also we have created a separate dedicated video. The link is attached in the description box. Please watch the video and create a connection using permanent access token. Okay. So as I have already created a connection, I'm just going to choose my previous credentials and I'm going to click on save. And now the WhatsApp Cloud API account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to select the template. So template is simply a message that we want to send on the WhatsApp number of the customer. As we cannot send the messages directly on WhatsApp, first we need to create a template. We have to get it approved from Facebook, and once the template is approved, then only we can use that specific template for sending the messages on WhatsApp. That is the reason we have to select a specific template over here. So I'll just take you to my WhatsApp Cloud API account once again, and here we can find to create your own message template, click here. So I'm just going to click on this hyperlink, and here you can see that I have created several templates and got it approved. If you want to create a new template, simply click on this create template button, and how you can create a template, for that also we have created a separate dedicated video. You can watch the video and you can create a template as per your requirement. So here I'm going to search for the template which I have already created and got it approved. That is feedback for service. So let's find the same. Yes, feedback for service. So here you can see I have drafted a message. I'll just maximize the size and show it to you. Hey, thank you for purchasing from our website. Please take a moment to leave a feedback so we can make our customer experience even better. Regards, Pabbly team. Here I have given number 1 and number 2 in the curly braces. So these are the body fields and the values of these body fields are going to change every time. So here I want the customer name to be reflected. Hey, customer name. Thank you for purchasing, and here I want the product name to be displayed. Okay, so here you can see that in this particular manner, the message will be delivered to the customer. Okay. Now here I have added 2 call to action buttons. Okay. That is satisfied or not satisfied to capture the feedback of the customer. So how I have added the buttons? When we scroll down, we can find the buttons option. And here I have selected quick reply buttons and I have added the text to the buttons, that is satisfied and not satisfied. So in this particular manner, 2 buttons will be added. Okay. And whenever the customer is going to click on these buttons, you are going to get the feedback. Okay, so now we are going to select this particular template, that is feedback for service, over here in Pabbly Connect. So let us find the same from the drop down, feedback for service. Now here you can see that the language code and the template ID is automatically captured. So we are not going to make any changes. Let's scroll down. Now it is asking for the recipient mobile number to whom you want to send the message. So we want to send the message to the customer whose details we have already received from our iterator response over here. Okay, so now we are going to map these details of the customer. But before mapping, let us read the instructions also. Enter the recipient mobile number with country code and without the plus sign. So here you can see that we have got the mobile number of the customer along with the country code. Okay, so we are going to map the same over here. Let's come to iterator response, and from the drop down, let us map the phone number. Now here we can see that the number is without the plus sign, so it is perfectly correct. Now, if the country code is missing, you can just add the country code before the mobile number. And remember, here you have to map the WhatsApp number of the customer. Okay. Now, it is asking for the body field 1. That is the customer name. So, let us map the customer name also. That is demo name. And here we have to map the product that the customer has purchased. So, let us find the product from the iterator. And this was the product name, dashing white solid men round neck t-shirt. And now we have to click on save and send test request. And now here we can see that the response is received. It means the message is delivered to the customer. Now let's check the WhatsApp number of the customer. Hey demo name, thank you for purchasing dashing white solid men round neck t-shirt for summers from our website. Please take a moment to leave a feedback so we can make our customer experience even better. Regards, Pabbly team. So here we can see that the body fields and the values are displayed correctly. The first one was the customer name, that is demo name. And this was the product name. Okay, so it is displayed correctly. And here we have got 2 call to action buttons also, so that the customer can leave a feedback by clicking on these buttons, that is satisfied and not satisfied. And in this way, we can see that our integration is working fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect. So now we have set up an automation. This is a one-time process. Next time, whenever the delivery date matches with your current date, automatically your customers are going to receive the WhatsApp messages for the feedbacks with call to action buttons. Okay. And as we have applied the scheduler over here, this particular workflow is going to run every day at a specific time. So now I'm going to minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. Okay. So I'll just minimize WhatsApp action step also. So first we have applied a scheduler over here so that the workflow can be executed every day. Then we have applied date and time formatter. We have modified the current date so that we can get the date on which we want to send the WhatsApp message. Then we have added the action step of Google Sheet. We have captured all the data of our Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect and we have compared the message sending date and the delivery date of the Google Sheet. Then we have applied the iterator over here just because we have got the Google Sheet response in the array format. So we have segregated the response. Okay, we have segregated the data in the row format. And once we have got all the details of the customer, we have sent the WhatsApp messages to the customer to collect the feedbacks. And in this way, we have learned that how we can get customer feedback with call to action buttons using Pabbly Connect. Thank you.
So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. In case you have any queries, you can just post your queries at Pabbly Forum. Our team will surely get back to you. This is our Pabbly Connect website, and to know the latest updates and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is pabbly.connect. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is attached in the description box. You can clone this workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.